Greetings, Black Healing Matters family. This is Danielle here at the Black Healing Matters podcast, where we offer you ideas to hopefully move you one step closer to your healing. And today is a wonderful Wednesday. And of course, Wednesdays here, every Wednesday is Welcome Wellness Wednesday. So, on this Welcome Wellness Wednesday, I am happy to bring you some good stuff, at least what I think is good stuff. And as many of you know, I live in Asia. And if you know anything about Asia, you probably have heard about the massive levels of air pollution in many Asian countries, especially in and around China. And since I am near China, in Korea, we actually experience what they call here in Korea yellow dust or fine dust. And this yellow dust, you can literally see it there's dust, this yellow dust on everything, on all the cars outside. You can see it. And, even on your skin throughout the day, you can kind of feel it's a little bit gritty. And so today, we're going to talk about air pollution and, more importantly, how you can protect your lungs and detoxify your lungs. Since most of us as Black folks, we tend to live in urban areas where air pollution is the highest, this is definitely something we need to do regularly, this being detoxifying our lungs, in order to keep good respiratory health. And so the first tip I'll give, and this is something that I started doing a while ago, because as I mentioned, I deal with air pollution on a regular basis. Okay. So number one, top tip is deep breathing. Sounds simple, right? Deep breathing. Now, basically, you're doing deep breathing in order to, of course, bring more oxygen into your body, but also to strengthen your lungs. And so it's really important that you do that. You go through this process of deep breathing to not only, again, strengthen your lungs, but also clean and clear the pathways. So what you do is you just basically lay flat on your back with your hand on your stomach. You breathe in for 5 counts. Hold for 2 counts and out for 5 counts. So again, that's in for 5, inhale 5 counts, hold for 2 counts, out for 5 counts. Do that maybe 10 times, and that's one set, or one session, if you will. A few times a day, 2-3 times a day, and you're on your way to having stronger, healthier lungs. Okay? Number 2. A great way to detoxify your lungs is using an herb called oregano. Now, you probably heard of oregano before. You maybe put it on your pizza or in your spaghetti or something. But did you know that oregano is really powerful? It's a very powerful herb. It has lots of properties. Particularly, it's really helpful for cleansing your lungs. It also reduces inflammation and congestion in your lungs, and it cleans your air pathways. So one way to ingest oregano is, of course, on your food. Another way is by having oregano tea. So you can get oregano tea and drink that. Also, I like to put a few drops of oregano oil into my diffuser and inhale it. And I find this to be extremely effective, especially, again, when we're talking about actually detoxifying your lungs, because as you breathe in the steam, it goes directly into your lungs. And the oil is carried into your lungs using the steam as a vehicle. can tell you, this is extremely effective, and this is actually the reason I started using a diffuser in the first place. It's because I wanted to detoxify my lungs at night. So I would put oregano oil as well as tea tree oil into my diffuser at night, and it worked wonders. I didn't have the coughs and the chest burning anymore after a few weeks. So it's part of my regular routine. And last but not least is peppermint. Now, you probably heard of peppermint. If you haven't, you've probably been under a rock. But peppermint, it has so many great properties. In addition to smelling wonderful, you can use peppermint oil, as I mentioned, in your diffuser. You can also, a great way to take this is with tea. Of course, there's peppermint tea you can find almost anywhere. And last but not least, a great way to ingest peppermint and really detoxify your lungs is by chewing peppermint leaves. So if you have a peppermint plant, I think this is the best way to do this, is to actually get a peppermint plant. They're not that expensive and they grow pretty well. So you get the peppermint plant and you just, you take the little leaves off, you clean them, and you just chew on them. It's real simple. 3 to 5 leaves per day, and you're straight, okay? Real simple. It's like a natural peppermint gum. It's pretty cool. Okay, so I hope this helps you. As I mentioned before, cleaning and detoxifying our lungs, it's not something we often think about. I know I don't, but it's one of those things, you don't miss it until it's gone, You don't really think about it until you can't breathe. And once you can't breathe, you've already reached a critical point. You've gone beyond where you want to be. So prevention, as they say, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Prevention in this case, detoxifying and strengthening your lungs through these very simple methods can make a profound impact on your life, especially if you live in a polluted urban area. And on that note, Black Healing Matters family, I love you. Please do check us out on the Facebook page, YouTube, Spotify. Not Spotify, SoundCloud, not Spotify, SoundCloud. And of course, leave a comment. If you have tried any of these methods before, please let me know. I would love to hear from you. As well, email blackhealingmatters@gmail.com. And on that note, love you, stay blessed, and as always, Black Healing Matters.
The podcast you just heard was recorded with Anchor. If you want to make your own, download the Android or iOS app completely free from anchor.fm/podcast. That's anchor.fm/podcast.